Hi guys, it's Ayshxo here again. Welcome back. I know it's been a while, but I have an excuse or a reason. I've been wearing, well, it's only been a week since I've been wearing this, and basically I'm wearing a thumb brace because I've got the beginnings of, it's not trigger thumb, but it is trigger thumb, if that makes any sense. So this is why this one is a knitting podcast, because I find it easier to cross stitch at the moment. No, knit at the moment, because I can do that in very short bursts than cross stitch. So that's why I haven't uploaded a cross stitch update in a while. I probably won't be cross stitching for at least another 2 weeks, but I will upload some stash enhancement that I've done. I think some of you also thought that I might show you my stash for cross stitch. I actually don't have that much. I know you guys think I've got 2 big tubs, I don't know, 60 litres maybe, whatever, 80 litres tubs, and that's all, because my rule is that once I grow out of that I can't buy anymore. So technically I have, because I've actually did a different storage method for my specialty flossers, but otherwise they technically actually fit into the box anyway, so that's all okay. So this is a knitting podcast today, like I said, because I'm able to knit at the moment but not really cross stitch. So those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. I just want to say my name is Ayshxo. This is the channel Sticky Stitch. I actually don't go by Sticky Stitch anywhere else in social media. I usually have the links down below, but I'm Miss Goddess in Training on another YouTube channel, on Instagram, I'm Miss Goddess in Training at Turkish Delight on Twitter, but I rarely use it because I don't know. and on Ravelry I'm the Sticky Stitch. Anyway, that's out of the way. So I have done some knittings, and for those of you again who are new to the channel in the knitting realm, I used to knit, and when I say used to knit, I was taught to knit when I was a child. Did some knitting, made the occasional scarf as I grew older, but then stopped knitting basically. Didn't know how to read a chart, all that jazz. But then through circumstances I decided that I wanted to knit some hats for charity, and that's how we picked up knitting again. So at the moment when I knit, I try to find something that I at the moment I'm knitting a lot of hats because my goal is to knit at least 12 this year, and also whenever I knit I try to learn something new with the pattern that I'm using. Anyway, and I like to shop. So if you like some stash enhancement, I'll show you that. And also I have a beautiful swap package from some lovely ladies, and I want to do that first, but I'm not, because I'm going to just quickly get the knitting out of the way and then I'll show the swap package. But having said that, it's almost 40 degrees centigrade here today. I have the air conditioning on. Usually it's louder than this, but even if it was louder than this, I don't care. So I'm hoping you can hear me. If not, turn the volume up, is what I'm saying. What else? This was a last minute decision to actually film today, and I know my face is looks a bit washed out, but maybe that's because I look washed out in real life. I don't know. I don't look at myself often. So I haven't really gathered all the knitting, but you know, it's not as if I'm making anything magical like some of you guys. Okay, firstly I'll show you some of the hats, and of course I just realised that I haven't brought one of them with me. This is my hat bag. It's massive. I picked it up at a yarn shop here in Australia, at Morris & Sons. Have You Any Stitches, I think, with EWE, but I actually can't find them online anywhere, so I should actually email the woman to find out where she sells other than Morris & Sons. But I've got it, you know, some would argue that this is a holiday thing, but I don't celebrate Christmas, and I still bought this because it's got cupcakes on it and candy canes, and I love candy canes. And it's got cute little print underneath, and it's massive because it holds all the yarns that I want to make into hats this year. So I finished one of these hats, I think previously, maybe, I can't remember, but I finished another one, and this is the Rings of Saturn pattern, but I actually probably didn't follow the pattern too closely, and that's the just the button detail that goes to the side. And yes, so this is how the hat sits. Now this is made out of Peyton's Cosmos. I actually really like the colours of this one, and if I can find any more I might pick up some for myself, but they're the colours there. I don't have the band, but I link to all my projects, and all the projects have the pictures of the yarn before they're knit as well. So this was knit out of just over 50 grams, maybe 60 grams, because the other hat I made was made out of 40 grams, so it was a much smaller hat. It's been washed, and the ends have been woven in, but it hasn't been washed, is what I was going to say, so that's why I haven't clipped it off yet. So that's the first hat. These two hats I actually haven't got online as yet, and it looks like, oh, I do have the yarn band for this one, so they're good. So the next two hats I made were sort of you know, if somebody had said last year that I could knit a hat without a pattern, I'd be going, you're dreaming. But I did, and the yarn that I used is 100% wool. It's Naturally Loyal pattern prints, and the shade is 3000. There. And like I said, these aren't, I don't think I've put, yeah, I definitely haven't put these on Ravelry, so you won't see them. So this is the first hat. It's just a slouchy hat with 2x2 ribbing, standard decreases. That's there. That pink is probably looking brighter than it should, but it's pretty bright. Let me see if I can get a, okay, that pink is probably a bit more accurate. This again is a slightly slouchy hat. I mean, I've started knitting these wool hats for the charity, and I just like because it's a mock Fair Isle type thing, and that's what it looks like when you start decreasing. And I thought, I don't know whether like for the look good for, like for chemo patients, whether wool hats are a good idea. So I'm going to actually make some more acrylic style as well, and I have, and I've got a feeling I haven't brought that one with me. Actually, I made another two hats. Yep, there are two hats missing out of this bag, and one of the hats is awesome. Well, actually both of the hats are awesome, but I'll show it to you next time. So that's the first hat. I think I cast on 90. This is a DK weight, and this is a smaller hat because, you know, younger kids unfortunately have to go through chemo and lose their hair as well. So I just did a seed stitch on the brim, and then I made this cute little thing. Again, if you said that I would be doing this out of my head, I don't know. So I just kept on, so when I got to the last decreases, I just kept on knitting them, then I decreased again, and then I did it as an I-cord. I know, this I haven't cut yet because I'm waiting for it to wash it, and then I'll make the tassel even, but I just think it's so cute. Even to give to a friend's kid or something. So maybe, I don't know, I'll have to see how it feels like after it's washed, because obviously if you've got no hair, you're going to feel it on your skin more, and whether, you know, I don't want people to get a rash or anything, even though it's 100% wool. So sometimes I think acrylic works well with that sort of stuff. I actually made another two hats, which I don't have, but I do have pictures of. How about we just show you the pictures? The first hat was made out of this, and I was actually blown away about how the colour looked. And again, it was a simple, I think I just did a simple, I think it was my own pattern again, I don't know. No, it was a barley, what's the barley? Soon will be revealed, won't it? Yes, it was the barley. So I made it out of this yarn. This is the Twister 12 ply Panda yarn, and it is in the colour Whirlpool. So that's the colour there. That's what the band looks like there. it says, due to the unique manufacturing process of Twister 12 ply, each of the colours has a random ever-changing pattern. To maintain gradual colour change, work from one ball at a time. The outer colour of the ball may vary within the same dye line. Anyway, so that's what it looks like. So you can see, it doesn't look all that special, but if you look inside, there's a bit of magic. And I made the barley hat. Oh, I wish I had it here. And I love the barley hat. You guys know I've made a few of those. And that's how it knits up. I just loved it. Love it. So you've got like the greys and the taupes here, and then you've got that red. But that red is it's almost like a rusty, and then a deep burgundy, and then it goes out again. I just loved it, and it feels really nice on. So I made one of those hats as well, and then I also made another hat, and this one, these are all for charity, and this one I made for what did I make this one for? This was my Hogwarts at Ravelry hat for Quidditch. It had to be Valentine themed. It had to have a heart in it. I think this is supposed to be interlock in the round, but I didn't do that. I just did like I was doing colour work, and because my brain couldn't, I've never done it before, interlock, so I wasn't going to do it. So this is a hat I made for that, and again, this is out of acrylic. This is an adult sized hat, so I think for maybe an older teenager or somebody who just likes to have fun. But I love the hat on that one, and again, this one hasn't been blocked as yet, but I love that. And again, I did the eye cord there, and then I did a little pom-pom as well. But this one can actually be pulled off, so because I made them separate. So and I'll put that note in before I send it off to pass it on to the charity. So they're the hats that I made. So they're all my finishes. Actually, see, I'm not well prepared. There is another finish that I have. I actually finished my second pair of socks of all time, and what I've learnt with these pair of socks is how to do an afterthought heel. Again, this was for my Hogwarts at Ravelry, one of my assignments. This is the pattern was the one more rose socks, but I'm sure they're just a vanilla sock. So I did Judy's Magic Cast On and the sewn bind off to get the stretchiness. But I used, I don't know, see, you can see it's assignment 2B. So they're the socks that I made. Sorry, I decided to film this at the last minute, so I thought and you can see that this sock is bigger than that sock because I'm still trying to learn my gauge and what is right for me or not. But I enjoyed doing the afterthought heel. It was a bit scary at first, but I've done those, and yeah, it's been interesting. So I've done a short row heel now with the first one. The second one I did the afterthought heel, and the current socks that I'm doing, which I'll show you, is the Fish Lips Kiss heel. So I carried in this bag here, which is my Bling Your String bag. I was in the Geek Club, so this is Big Bang Theory, and because I like chartreuse, it happens to be a nice bright green inside. I love it. It's a perfect size for socks. It's actually got some sock needles in here, 2 pairs of sock needles, because it's my sock bag at the moment, because I haven't transferred to my other sock bag, which I think I showed you guys. I got it from Little Skein, and it's got foxes in rainbow socks, and it says official sock knitter. Anyway, so these are my socks, and would you believe that these are vanilla socks? I'm not following a pattern. I know. I can't believe that I'm doing this. So I finished the first pair of socks, and I should show you the yarn, and this time I've kept the ball band in here so I don't lose it. So the toes and striping I did with the Admiral Chopin in the black, so that's a band there. So it's just a black, and the other yarn is yarn that I've actually dyed up, and I'll actually give you some info about that. But that's the yarn that I've dyed up. So this is the first pair of socks. Obviously I haven't sewn in the ends. That's my Fish Lips Kiss heel. And yes, I do have sock blockers, but again, I've no idea where I put them. And this is my other pair of socks. Now, the way that I dyed this up is actually, it's almost like a gradient. It's weird. I can't explain it to you because I didn't actually unwind the ball, and the ball was wound like you do find them in the stores. I just want to see what happened. So they are probably fraternal twins rather than identical twins, but the stripes are the same. But I'm enjoying that. The fish lips kiss heel is fabulous. I question whether it's the heel itself or how she tells you to prepare or when to start knitting the heel, which one is better, but I love it. It's like on my heel and so huggy. I've got a weird foot. I have my shoe size is 5 to 5.5 Aussie. Yeah, which, you know, you don't get good fitting pairs of socks for my feet, so I love those. I can't wait to finish those. I find that with my trigger thumb that it's actually easier to knit on smaller needles, just with how my thumb sits within the brace. So that's that one. Is there a project in here? I've just pulled up bags, and I don't know if there's projects in there or not. No. Just got yarn in stuff. Okay, this is another Erin's bags, Serafina on Ravelry, Bling Your String. This was a special order. I asked for this, and it was funny because the day Dancing Geek put it on his Instagram, like I already had this, so I was like, look, I've got it too, but I want one and I have to ask it because I want the ginger. I think the ginger will be fun. This is my oyster shawl. The oyster shawl is by Amber, A-M-B-A-H. Just trying to find a picture of it. So that's the picture there. I usually knit most of my projects without paper, but this one I need to cross it off. So I can't remember if this is more, and I'm in mid-row, or less than last time, but that's the shawl there, and it's in two colours of Collinette Jitterbug. The purple one is called, I think, Velvet Purple or Velvet Plum, and the yellow one is Wasabi Squeeze, something like that. I have ripped this lacing so many times, and obviously because I'm a newbie, obviously I'm not concentrating, and no matter how many times I count, I get to a point I'm going, I don't understand why I haven't got 6 left on my needle. And because it's lace, it's always harder to, you know, to unpick, and I just get angry, and I think I've gone to 10 or 11 or 12 rows and I've ripped it out. So this is my 3rd attempt now, and I'm just going to let it go, and just as long as the middle lace pattern looks good, I'm not going to worry about the edges anymore, because it's a beautiful shawl. I want to wear it. It's got nothing to do with the pattern. Like, it's not difficult. It shouldn't be difficult, but that's another one. It shouldn't be difficult, but obviously my brain is not working with it, and I just want to wear it. I'm just over it, and I want to wear it. We're getting into autumn now, soon, and it's going to be time to, you know, wear a t-shirt and a shawl, or, you know, a neck kerchief or something. So that's why I did that. And then lastly, I made a whole bunch of Hexie Puffs. Definitely over 30, and which brings me on to what I did. Like, I think last time I told you guys that I did a spinning class where I learned how to drop spindle. I also learned how to dye, and it was an absolute fabulous day. It was at the Hand Knitters and Weavers Guild in Carlton, for those of you in Melbourne. And the whole idea was that you would get 3 primary colours, well, 3 primary, there are only 3 primary colours, blue, yellow and red. So you get the 3 primary colours, and with that you would create 18 shades plus the original colours that you started with, so you would get 21. And if you had time, then you can start playing with the black and how black would affect it. None of us got time to play with the black, but I had extra yarn, so I was just making stuff here right, left, and everywhere in between. So I knitted all those up, and I left some samples for myself just for when I dye. So this is why I'm going to show you this. I have put this on Instagram, I think, but this is how the 21 colours looked, and I loved it. And obviously, depending on the 3 primary colours that you start with will affect how the colours look. So this is a very warm, not a very warm, but a more of a warm colour palette, and we were working in groups of 2. So I call her my bucket partner. My bucket partner was doing the group B of colours, and her colours were more of a cooler tone. But I loved it. I really enjoyed doing it, and I've since bought some dyes, so I'll play along as well. I think it might be my calling. I remember used to loving to play with coloured water at school, so I'm looking forward to making more beekeepers, little hexy puffs. And yeah, with the dyeing one, it was from 10 to 3, and I think because we started late, most of us ran out of time, because theoretically we're supposed to cut our skeins in half and give it to our bucket partner. So we have a group of coloured A and a group of colour B each. That didn't happen, but my bucket partner and I swapped via the mail, even though we probably live very close to each other, who knows. But anyway, so talking to the bucket partner, not really paying that much attention, but I'm just going, there's something about her pink hair, but again, nothing. And then we're talking, it was probably about 3 hours later, she was talking away, and she talked about the Bendigo Wool Show, and she's talking away, and I'm just going, what do you do for a living? She said, have you heard of ton of wool? And I've gone, oh my God, are you Miss Gusset? So if you guys had seen probably my first knitting one, or maybe, I don't know when, I bought some yarn from Miss Gusset on Etsy. She also has another website for Ton of Wool. Ton of Wool is basically from sheep to shop. It's Aussie as much as it can be, and or is it all? I can't remember. But I really like it. It's Cormo fleece. It's awesome. Anyway, I just love the fact that she lives in Melbourne, all that sort of stuff. So I had a bit of a fangirl moment going, oh my God, my bucket partner is Miss Gusset. So, like, I put 2 and 2 together, and I've just gone, God. Anyway, because, like, who knows? Like, I just couldn't believe, like, she was there, and who would know that she already does some dyeing, and I'm going, you should do this and you should do that. Like, I'm the expert. Anyway, it was very embarrassing and very fangirly at the same time. Probably the biggest fangirl moment that I'll ever have is when, you know, I finally meet and marry Roger Taylor from Duran Duran, but we'll just move on from there. Oh God. So that's all the knitting. And of course now we come to yarn enhancement. And before I go to yarn enhancement, I'll show you my Valentine's Day swap with the girls from Foxes in Socks. So I'm gonna just move these. Okie dokie. Oh, and did I show you all the bag? And this bag is just a bag that I've made. So it's coffee beans, and then it's just a bear drinking coffee. I've had this fabric for, I think since 1998. So I don't think you can get it anymore. I'm just trying to think. I'm sure, yeah, I know. It's older than my nephews. So anyway, I participated in the Foxes in Socks swap, Valentine's Day swap. And I actually wrote to them saying, look, because I know that, you know, they always, if it was an odd number, that they would get stuck with, one of them would get stuck with mailing too. So I wrote to them and I said, look, I've never done a swap before, but I'd love to, look, if you've got 2, if you're left with an odd number, I'm happy to swap with 2, like both of you, if you don't mind sending international. And they said, sure, fine, sweet. Anyway, so I sent off my package. I think I had like the nerves of a swap virgin, and going, oh my God, have I put too much, too little, you know, and I do have issues about putting too much as well, because I don't ever want someone else to feel like they haven't given enough. as well. So as much as I like to be generous, I don't want the receiver to feel beholden, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I sent off my package. And the story with the I sent off my package, but at the post office, my package was wrapped up in, I wonder if I've kept a photo. My package was wrapped up with unicorn rainbow tape. So cute. I just loved it. And like when I saw the gaffer tape in store, I had to buy it. So I'm waiting at the post office. I kept on weighing it, taking things out, putting things back in, because I didn't want to exceed the 2 kilo limit. Otherwise then there were issues with customs or something. So I did that, and okay. So there was going to be issues with customs if I went over the 2 kilo limit. So I took things out, put things in, took things out, put things in to make the best combination, and I did. And with the gaffer tape, the box, everything came to 2 kilos exactly. It's like, oh my God, thank you. So that was I'm not going to show you the address, but that's, if you can see, that's the stickers, the gaffer tape on it. And it looks really festive. If I do that, can you see it? No, you can't see it. It probably wouldn't help if I do that. So, but it looked really cute and pretty, and it had other stickers on it and whatever. So I'm standing in line, and I've just turned to my side like this. So pretend now what you are me, and there are twins, identical twins, same t-shirt, dressed the same way, pink, with the pink unicorns, whatever. My Little Ponies girls, obviously. Don't want a gender stereotype, but let's face it, my generation and the generation after me, we're still gender stereotyping with clothing. And they're just like this. And all they're doing is looking at the package. They're not speaking to each other. There's no adults behind them. And I'm just going, oh my God. You have to know me. Oh my God, I'm going to have to call Sculder and, Mulder and Scully and Mulder. Oh my God. These twins are going to kill me like black-eyed children or something like that. I don't know. Because they're not even talking to each other. They're not even smiling. They're just staring at the package. And it was just freaking me out. And I just wanted to slap them both, going, go away, you evil spirits. Because identical twins do actually freak me out a bit. It's just something weird about them. And I feel sorry for them because people treat them like freak shows. And I say that lovingly because I have identical twins in the family. So, extended family, I should say. And finally a parent came. They just were all animated again. I've gone, phew, thank heaven there was no murder, they're not going to follow me home, all that sort of stuff, because seriously I had the weirdest thoughts in my head. Anyway, so got to the 2 kilo limit, mailed it off, thankfully. Paid for expedited shipping, but I should have just kept my money and paid for normal shipping, but anyway, because it would have got there at the same time, I think. But it got there before Valentine's Day, which I was very happy about. Beth has already shown what she got in the package, and I'm not sure if Carrie's going to show it in the next video or not, because, guys, if you had told me, I would have just split the package up and sent it to both of you. But anyway, so this is a package I got from them, and it was like an Uber package. Like, it wasn't like it wasn't as if I got say what I would send, because obviously I can't send them one of everything. I needed to, if I was going to buy yarn, I'd send 2, because one for her, one for her. But they could do like an Uber super package for me, and it was sheer genius that they did that. I loved it. It was awesome. Firstly, Carrie made me a hat, and it's a cabled hat, and it's in purple, matches my eyes, and it fits. Oh, it's a bit too big, but it doesn't matter, I'll just put it into the dryer or something. I love it. It's like closes the ears. I actually think I might just keep this one at work for those days when you don't realise how cold it's going to be, and then you need something for the rest of the day. So I don't know. Well, I got that hat, and these are in no order. There are a few casualties. because it's been over 32 degrees, so 35, 36 degrees a lot of the days when this package was in Australia. There are a few melting chocolates. Luckily they didn't affect anything else, and I still did eat them. Just stick them in the freezer. They freeze up and, you know, whatever. So I got a bag of Lindt strawberry chocolates, some Ghirardelli, is that how it's pronounced? Chocolate sour, and then 2 of the eyeshadows, but I will actually repair those eyeshadows, so we're shattered. So this, another one that I got from Beth, and I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, so I don't know. She said it was too cute not to give you, but I used to collect elephants. I don't anymore, but I used to collect elephants, so this was perfect. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's little elephant Valentine with his little hearts, and of course he's got to be a he because I'm a girl. Not that there's anything wrong with that. And then and there were jelly beans, the frozen jelly beans, which were awesome, but I haven't eaten those yet. They're the only chocolates I haven't eaten. Conversation hearts. Now, do you know how hard it is to get conversation hearts in Australia? Like, you would think we could get them easy. We can get the candy bracelets and stuff like that, because of, I don't know why we can't get conversation hearts. It's just a pain in the ass. So I got 2 boxes of those. That one's empty. This one's almost empty, which is surprising. The only reason why they aren't completely empty is because I forgot I had them. I know. I got some stickers from Carrie. Some cupcakes and hearts. And these are like conversation heart. I love it. I love, like, even when I used to sell stuff on eBay, I used to always put stickers on, like little monkeys or geishas or, you know, hearts, whatever, on the gifts to, you know, just so that, you know, the package just looks cuter, and it doesn't, it's not as if it costs millions of dollars. So then I got some XOXO heart-shaped bracelets, which are cute. Some washi tape, and it's got hearts on it. It's so cute. I love it. I love it a lot. Oh, these are awesome. I have to put these on my fridge. Lip-shaped clips. How cool are they? I love them. Love them. I, you know, almost peed my pants when I saw them. And I sent individual videos to them on direct message through Instagram, so they actually know how uber excited I was when I received these. I've had a week to settle down now, but I still love them. This is a mug from Beth. This was a Pixel Heart Morph mug, and basically it changes from, the heart changes from black to red when you put something hot in it, which was funny because, you know, you had to do a questionnaire, and this is why she gave this. You had to do a questionnaire, and you would say, what do you like about Valentine's? And I said, I'm not a Valentine's person. I've been known to make black velvet cupcakes on Valentine's Day, black for the colour of my soul sort of thing. So these are the hearts, and I love it, and I just love that gamer Tetris quality about that, which was, I know I'm going to say awesome a lot, but you know, watched too much American TV as I was growing up, and that's why we say it. I got some, were these erasers? Yeah, these are erasers from Beth and their cupcakes, which are cute. I love stationery. Oh my god, there's another box. I forgot about those. And then I got makeup too, because I also said that I love makeup. I've got a second makeup channel. So I got, you know, Kara's saying, what makeup do you like? I go, you know, don't really worry about it, because I like that uber expensive Marc Jacobs, did I say Urban Decay? I don't know the brands that I said, but I said, if you want to buy makeup, you know, get me, there were a couple of, there's some really good drugstore stuff that's hard to get here in Australia, so, but she got me the bronzer from Wet n Wild in the shade, can't see it, oh, 740 bikini contest. Oh yeah, because I do a lot of those. And Wet n Wild Art in the Streets palette. As you can see, I don't shy away from bright colours. And then some lippy stuff. I'm trying to get it through all these packages, sorry guys. These are from CoverGirl, which is cool. They're the colours there. I think I need to have some other lippies up, so this is good to have those. Try not to accidentally... sorry, they're the casualties, that's why they're in there. So she sent me some eyeshadows that I was uber excited about because... Another one, here it is. Wet n Wild Brulee and Nutty. And like I said, there's 2 more casualties, so... But I will get a lot of use out of those. And then, I know, you guys are waiting. Where's the yummy goodness? But I'm telling you now, Beth sent me these toe-up socks, which I like toe-up. Making these socks with the Fish Lips Kiss Heel I like the fact that I'm not picking up stitches. I like the fact that I am, not doing Kitchener stitch because I can't stand it because I've got no patience for it. So it doesn't look right. So she got me these are the Wendy D. Johnson toe-up socks in a box. And awesome. I've already looked through them and chosen which patterns I'm going to do first, but obviously I plan to do all of them because why not? There's 20 in there. So got to do that because we all buy sock yarn. This is a chibi darning needle set and it's in green because chartreuse is my favourite colour. And I think I even got a green envelope. And green there as well. The cards were gorgeous. And like, that's that. And she also said that she forgot to put some nail polish, like some chartreuse nail polish. And I actually think sending nail polish through personal domestic mail, but international domestic mail, if that makes sense, is prohibited now. So that's probably a good thing, otherwise I might have stopped this package. And then, oh my god, I was almost in tears when I saw this because I love makeup more than knitting or cross stitch. This is from Urban Decay. It's the shadow box. And that's it. Look how gorgeous it looks. I love it. They're the colours there, but I'll show you the real one. But that's how it looks at the back. And it opens like this. So there you go. There are the colours there. Don't you just love them? And it's got Sin, Indo, is that Bordello, Tornado, Smog, Blackout, Baked Cowboy, Moon Shadow, Free Love, Lost, Mushroom and Flash. I have some of these colours, so I'm glad that I've now got another set to play with that's got a bit of colour. This is perfect for, like, I say it all the time, this is perfect vacation palette because you've got some brights and you've got some, what's the word? You've got some brights and you've got some neutrals and all in one package. So this, if I was going on holiday, this is all I would need. So just to, yeah. Genius. Genius, I'm telling you. Well done, Carrie. Oh my God. I pissed my pants and I had tears. And I also had tears for this one too because part of, you know, you say what you like and what sort of yarn you like. And I said, I'd love some yarn from this place, but you know, that's a mission I'm happy to accomplish on my own because it's a drama. Whenever the Etsy shop is on sale, I'm at work. And the last time it froze during the PayPal thing, and you know, I feel guilty logging into an Etsy site at work. You know, it looks stupid. Anyway, so that's, you know, short of being on leave on that day, and I'm not going to take a day off when this yarn company comes online. So it's always, yeah, I just want to try their yarn to see what the big fuss was about. So I got a ball of, and the other problem, my other problem with this company is that shipping is $15 for one ball of yarn, and I don't want to pay $50 for a pair of socks. So I always, you know, last time I didn't care and I was going to do it, but ideally I need 2 balls of yarn to make it worth my while. But anyway, so this is from Lollipop Yarn. I know, can you oh my god, I was just like, oh god, I can't believe she did this. It's 9 rows of rosy, 3 rows of warmth, 9 rows of rosy, 3 rows of shade, and it's called Blush, which again is a makeup reference. I know that she didn't, I know Beth, you didn't intend it to be, I don't think you mentioned that it was a makeup reference, but totally is. And these other colours there, so you've got that nice, it's a warm pink. I know it looks hot pink there, but it's actually not that bright. Where am I gonna show? If I go like that, maybe you can see that it's not hot pink. And then it's got some, actually that's not too bad, it's still too hot pinky, but and you've got a brown and then a grey. What I love about this, I'm going to learn what all the rage is, and I think it's got to do with their colourways, but, and then, you know, maybe I never have to buy Lollipop yarn ever again. Well, I didn't have to buy this one. I just couldn't believe it. Thank you, Beth. You guys, I think that's all other than the casualties. This is truly the perfect swap, and it comes in cute little package like that from Lollipop Yarn too. Thank you guys so much. I really did appreciate it. I know it's always scary when people from overseas want to be involved in a swap, but I guess I'm used to paying for a lot of for Uber packaging, so it's never an issue for me. I think both on our side and on her side, you just got to be careful about what you mail and work out what you're going to send. And I think next time I won't use a box, because the boxes are about 200 grams and I'd rather give more yarny goodness or something. But anyway, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. I was over the moon. I was just, and you guys saw, I sent you guys direct messages, and you saw how excited I was. Okay, now on to some enabling. Like I said, onto some enabling. In my defense, some of this I ordered back in November, and I just received it. So I made an order when Skein was having 25%, Skein Yarns here in Australia was having 25% off their of her yarns, and I only received it early Feb, so I wasn't like peeved or pissed off that it took so long. I understand that she's a one-woman show, so I don't have any issues with that. Also, I bought during the 25% off, so I assume that there'll be people who are ordering big lots, and my quantity wasn't a lot, so I understood that. Also, within a day, I had already decided to change 2 colours, and she was happy for me to alter my order. Absolutely fabulous. Having said that, I think she could have had some better customer service. I personally knew that, I know that she's a one-woman show. I knew that she was taking some leave and then the Christmas period. And she put up a note in Ravelry, but not everybody who buys yarn knows about Ravelry or uses Ravelry, and I just think that she should have probably sent emails to her customers to let her know, just to let people know not to worry, that yes, your yarn is coming. I've just been on holiday, I'm one person, so it'll take a while. So because it was over 2 months, So technically over 2 months before I received it. And that's all I've got to say. So yeah, when I order stuff, I always know that if I'm ordering from a lot of the Etsy stores, you know, like from Laura or, you know, Jinx Yarns or, you know, Stray Dog Yarns and, you know, all of that. I know that they're one women shows and it's fine. But when it goes over a certain period, I think you need to contact your customers. That's all I'm going to say. I received the yarns and oh my god, I understand why you guys love cashmere, because I ordered both cashmere and normal soft yarn. I understand why you like cashmere, because the soft yarn felt scratchy because I touched the cashmere first. But having said all that, I'll just talk about some other yarns first. So this one is called, this is in her worsted, in her 10 ply, and it's Keen as Mustard. I love the name, love the colour. I just think that would be an awesome hat. I think it looks okay. Because how often do we wear that colour? And I thought, you know what, thank you, I'm going to wear it. And then I got, these were the ones, one of them that I changed. This is in a 5 ply sport. It's called Krill. And it was just a nice navy colour. So it's still variegated, like it's not a solid. I don't know if that's even going to, oh yeah, there, oh look how much that comes up. That doesn't even show that much IRL, but yeah, so you can see that there's, it's tonal variegation, semi-solid. This is in her BFL sock in the 4 ply, and this is called Graphite. That's a yarn tag. All of these are up on my Ravelry account. This is again a BFL sock, and this is Highlands. And I thought that this might be a nice combination. Okay, and then the cashmere ones. It's like touching clouds. This one is the Orient, so I think you can see that. And that's the colourway there. Again, I mean, these colours still go as well. So these are, a lot of these colours I could use together or separately. These ones I bought for a project, but I don't, when I received this I thought, maybe I don't want to do it for that project. I don't know, I'm still thinking, because I was hoping for a bit more tonal variance. But the shade is called True Love, and it's a merino cashmere fingering. So it's a 80-20. So that's that one. I think, what is she? Oh, she still calls it a 4 ply. Yeah, merino cashmere. That's that one. So you can see, I mean, all of these colours pretty much work together, just in case I change my mind about stuff. So I'm trying to be more mindful of, you know, getting the kind of yarns that I'm going to show you next. So this one is, this was like a speckle thing, and it's merino cashmere fingering as well. It's called Eureka. Being an Aussie, I had to get the colours, so they're the colours there. I just loved it. And so it's like taupe, and then it's got some orangey bits and some tealy bits, and those orangey bits sort of look a bit more rusty, and the tealy bits go a bit more green, where the colours have all mixed up. And then of course I got this one. Now she could have actually called this Istanbul tile, and it still would have been. It's called Istanbul. And you all know that I have a Turkish background, and when I saw this I think of all the blue tiles that, you know, the ones that are broken that you visit in different or see in different museums or different landmarks, you know, the older ones where there's been a bit of a rust coming through the concrete and the steel mix and all that. And I just, it's a perfect name, I love it. So that's colour there. They're actually coming up more vibrant than they are. I mean, it's that colour, but I suppose the variance is not as marked when I look at it off screen. And it's so soft. And again, I don't buy enough blue, so love it, love it, love it a lot. So they're the yarns that I got from Skein, and these are all yarns that I've accumulated over the last, well, ordered over the last 3 months or whatever. These are 2 yarns that I forgot to show you last time. These were from Juliana's Lucid Dreamy Sock Yarn in Frog's Pyjamas. It's a self-striping. I love that colour. And this is from Jinx Yarn. This is her house sock. House cup sock. Self-striping for the Harry Potter fans. I love it. And I love that she used the colours for Ravenclaw from the book and not the, what's the word? And not the movies. And next I've also bought some fibre, and this fibre is from an Aussie seller, which is always exciting. I found her on Etsy, and I got permission from her to show you, oh well, mention her name and that so on. What I usually do is I'll buy something from Etsy and I'll put my order through, and once I get the order I will then email them and say, do you mind, oh thanks for your package, do you mind if I mention you on YouTube? So one, I don't want to get extra service because they think I'm going to mention it. Secondly, it's not as if I have thousands of subscribers, so you know, I don't think that high of myself. And yeah, so but I still like to ask them because it's up to them whether they want to be, how and where they want their products to be shown. Anyway, so I asked her, she said it's fine. So I bought two braids purely because I was tired of, not so much tired, but I've got some pencil roving and I wanted to get, which I actually bought some cheap ones. I don't think I showed you, but anyway, there wasn't going to come to an end. I can show it next time. But I've been using some white pencil roving and it got a bit boring, and I just wanted to buy some other coloured fibre so that I can have some fun as an incentive to finish the pencil roving, which I probably should just dye up. I think that's what I might do. That's what I'll do. I'm just thinking out loud, sorry guys. So I bought 2 braids from her. They're 100%, is it? Yeah, well 100% wool, 22 micron. I think it was merino. But that's it there. It's called Red Velvet. It's from Jumbuck Jewelry. I'll link her down below. And this is the braid colour. How beautiful is that? It just reminds me of, well, Red Velvet, but it reminds me of like those beautiful, you know, those old school roses. So I just, is it called Red? Yeah, it's called Red Velvet. So I got that, and then I got, you know, I put 1,000 things in my cart, and I thought I'll just buy 2. Again, shipping, you know, all that sort of stuff, because it doesn't matter. Even, you know, from one side of the city to the other costs money. And this one again is the same, but it's called Liquid Amber. Can you see that? Liquid Amber, and that's the colours. Those are the colours there. How gorgeous is that? And I can almost imagine, like I can't decide, like I'm wondering how would this look if it was plied with a white, like a cream, a natural colour, and as a 2-ply. I think that would look awesome too. But I love it. It's really nice. You can see some of the white still showing, which attracted me to it. So I am looking forward to spinning those 2 up. It'll be a few months away. I flick with my thumb on my right finger, and no, that's not the reason why I've got trigger thumb. It's more work related than anything else. So yeah, so thank you for these. These are beautiful. I can't remember the cost of them, but I'll put the link to her Etsy store on the in the show notes below, you know, information bar below, so you can see it. But nice. And I've got a whole bunch of shibui. The reason why I got a whole bunch of crap ton of shibui is because this is being discontinued. So I laughingly said to her that every time I go into her store, and I got this from Woolmania, I would buy some. So you can tell I've made a few visits there, and I've bought a whole bunch. Crap ton, because this one, which is just called Shibui Sock, because they're all variegated, like semi-solid sock yarn weight, which I like. So I thought that was cool. And then I bought this. I think I don't know if I mentioned last time, but I caught up with a friend and was telling her that I was knitting. She's going, "Oh my God, can you knit me a hat?" And I said, "Of course, you are totally knit worthy if you just ask me that question." So I'm knitting her one. Ideally, because I saw a colourway called Ewok Forest. I can't express to you how much of a Star Wars fan she is. It's just, you know, think of how much of a Star Wars fan you can be and times it by infinity. It would be cool to get that, but anyway, I'm not going to be able to get that in my hand, so I got this one. And I think it's just, I have no idea because I can't read it, but it's from Yarn vs. Zombies. And I can't read her handwriting. That's it there. And it's in her wallaby base, which is her worsted. It's 100% ethical, wombat base, 100% ethical Aussie merino, which I love, 258 yards, and that's the colour there. So I've been eyeing this colour, and I thought I can justify this because it's a gift, so that's why I got that one. And then I picked up two of these yarns because I haven't tried it, and they're from Aslan Trends in Santa Fe. Thought they were cute and cheap. Got this from Sunspun Yarns. This is the Jitterbug colour, and the colourway is Slate. So that's the colourway there. There we go. Seriously, how can you walk away from that? It's nice grey with those, it's almost like a grey, it's got a grey blue. And no, these are all I've shown you already. And lastly, this again is from the Woolarium. When I bought Beth and Carrie some Yarn vs. Zombies, and I actually made a special order through my wool shop because Kiki actually delivers there and sells some of her yarns through there, and I said, can you contact her and find out if she can make the colourways that I was after. She did, so that was all sweet. And while I was there to pick it up, I saw that she had dropped this off and I had to have it. And this is in her haunted base, which is 80% merino, 20% nylon, 400 yards in Victorian sitting room. And isn't that like the perfect name for this colourway? I just loved it, and this is why I bought those sorts of colours, because I thought, where's the grey one? Oh, here it is. I thought these sorts of colours might play well with it, because so I need to find a pattern that sort of makes this a star, but I can extend the pattern, like, obviously I'm not going to be able to get something that's exactly like this again, even if Kiki did redo it. So I thought if I use these colours, I can make something nice and big, use that, and then stripe with those colours. So that's why I got the Shibui. See, I do have method to the madness. And that's it, guys. That is all. Yeah, that is all. I do have some other things that I haven't shown you. Obviously, like I said, this is the last minute, so I've just gone, this is what this is what I'm going to show. And I've forgotten half of it, but the world is not going to end, and I'm sure you guys will survive. Thank you so much for watching me. Unlike other podcasters, I do edit because I drink, if you're wondering, this is iced tea. I've been iced teaing it up in the last 5 days, I think. I always think it's such a palaver to make iced tea. It's like a pain in the ass, but no, it's easy. You just make it in the morning with your breakfast, and it's ready for when you're ready to drink it. Anyway, so this one is, in case you're wondering, it's from T2. I actually don't know the flavour of this one. I can't remember if it was, because I mix it. I don't know if that's pumpkin pomegranate or strawberries and cream, and then I mix some Turkish apple tea with it as well. By the way, we don't drink Turks don't drink Turkish apple tea. We give it to the tourists, but it's fabulous to keep on hand for when you're making iced tea. I like to, because I don't add sugar to my iced tea, but not everybody likes to drink iced tea that's not sweet. So I add a couple of spoonfuls of Turkish apple, and I just buy that from the local deli. And that just gives a bit more sweetness, and it obviously gives that apple flavour, so I need to make sure that the flavour combination works, but it does. So I usually either make it with like a pomegranate tea from T2. I always get it from there, so pumpkin pomegranate, strawberries and cream. There's a few more that I make it with, but yeah, so I add a bit of Turkish apple tea. But otherwise we don't actually serve it. Or use it, Yeah, no. I don't think I've ever had Turkish apple tea other than they've stocked it, because I lived in Turkey for a year and I was obsessed with drinking Turkish apple tea hot. So I think some relatives were stocking it so I could have some. But otherwise we don't really drink it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Turkish apple tea is basically tang but apple flavour. Yeah. Anyway, that's all, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will promise, well, I'm not going to promise anything because just depends how the days go, because when it's hot, when it's uber muggy, I just don't want to film at all, because I sit on the floor, so I get uber hot. And sometimes my air conditioning doesn't run this quietly. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I haven't started a Ravelry group, so if you're looking for a Ravelry group, I haven't started one. So if you guys are interested, I can start one. Let me know. So the only way to catch me is, well, you can catch me on Ravelry, you can catch me on Instagram, you can catch me here. All my social media links are down below. I hope you have an awesome day. I look forward to catching up with you all again soon. I will respond to all your comments from last time. It's just when my thumb locks, it just hurts when I type. So Instagram I can do it with fingers, and I touch type, so it's a natural inclination to use my thumb. So anyway, thank you so much. I'm sure this is again uber long. Take care. Love to you all. Have an awesome day. Have an awesome week. Be good to each other, and don't ever leave angry. Okay, take care. Ciao.